Chat, here we go. It's the Falcons versus Nush and Rw9 in the Arm the Rebels Cup. It's the first Arm the Rebels 2v2 Cup, and we are going to be watching this first round with the Falcons twins, Rw9 and Kiileerrz versus Nush and Rw9, qualified, I believe, through the open qualifier. Rw9 and Kiileerrz coming in as one of the higher seeds, and we've jumped on to Rw9's POV. I want to say Arm the Rebels has increased the prize pool to $2,000. I think I saw in the CJ tweet that it is a $2,000 prize pool for this Arm the Rebels, so $1,000 per player, which is a nice addition. They're normally running the $1,000 1v1 tournaments. I don't know if that's going to cost them an additional tournaments. Like, did one tournament go away because they decided to double up this one? Those are the kind of details I don't necessarily know. But we have ourselves a nice 2v2 matchup. And I think while Rw9 and Kiileerrz come in as the favorites, Nush is a solid player, so is Rw9, and they have proven that they... Oh, it's 91-9. I mean, I guess, you know, 2s is a bit different than 1s, so the fact that it's tied a minute in is not necessarily indicative of differing odds, but 91-9, you would think the team that's up 91-9 would probably have a goal somewhat soon if you guys are going to be right. I don't know if I'd go 91-9. But Rw9 and Kiileerrz, a much more popular team, and for good reason. Look at this passing play. Rw9 flicking this one up to a pre-jumped Kiileerrz, who gets a reset catch. Oh, did he get the reset? I'm not sure. He touches it without using a flip. Now the Falcons will take the lead and take their 91-9 proper position. It's a 3-0 for Falcons 100%. I feel like 2s are a little bit less like 1s and a little bit less guaranteed. But Kiileerrz is guaranteed. Kiileerrz is guaranteed. And here he is, up 2-0. Can you update exclamation point bracket? Exclamation point bracket right now is King of the Hill. Can't decide. We could put ATR bracket in the title maybe, because ATR bracket will take you there. But people are going to jump in assuming bracket will take them there, which I don't blame them for. But the mods will have to just bounce back and forth between the tournaments we're running quite often. Or exclamation point ATR. That looks like that works as well. 3-0 for the Falcons, as Kiileerrz gets his irregular 50 for what is now a hat trick. Rw9 on the board. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever seen this goal explosion before. Like a Candyland goal explosion? Is this new? In theory, we could add both. You're not wrong. $800 credits in the shop. Well, there you go, chat. For 800 credits, you could also have Candyland Goal Explosion. Or I guess Donut Goal Explosion. Rw9 just has Rw9 to beat and will to get a second one on the board. I like the way it makes his car look. I'm like, can I just get the Donut Goal Explosion car? Nush stealing away that midfield boost from Rw9. Try and make sure his team has the advantage here to start this next possession. Rw9 going solo to the backboard. The double is just barely off target. Nush and Rw9 kind of panicking a little bit, but ultimately they do cover the nets. This 50 cent to the midfield. Nush has boost to work with. He's just going to try and boom a shot near net. I think Kiileerrz had everything covered. Probably could have afforded to play a bit more of a possession game. Kind of like Kiileerrz is doing here as he slow air dribbles to the net, forces both defenders to commit. And now Rw9 really has no way to make that setup in the corner good, except for maybe trying to go for a demo. So going a bit all in, knowing it's not likely to work out, but Nush cleaning up backward. Has been the Falcons on offense here with the last minute 30. Nush and Rw9 going to need something going their way if they want to try and send game one to overtime. Nush is the kind of guy who can create on offense, and he's going to do so slowly this time around, forcing the defensive play. Nush is actually going to redirect the ball. I felt like he should have gone for the bump on Kiileerrz. Maybe I'm crazy, but that ball is going to be hard to redirect that close to the net. It might be easier to just take a defender out and hope the ball will bounce in. Rw9 solo against Rw9. Going to have to do as much as possible to prevent 1v1 situations against both of the Falcons. Falcons up 4-2. Rw9 starting a dribble from the top corner. Not likely to be able to score that one as he has to fall down the length of the field before taking the shot. Rw9 pass infield. Rw9 there to cover it. Nush faking Rw9 to get him to miss. And now, if they can play quickly, they might be able to score on a recovering Rw9. But Rw9 decided to go demo on Kiileerrz to leave it as a 1v1. And yet, that still wouldn't have mattered because Rw9 actually made the recovery and was the one to make the save. Now chasing down this ball. Kiileerrz 50 with Rw9. Nush. Air dribble resets. Rw9 needs to be able to double it. And Kiileerrz is the one to be there first. So 19 seconds left to go. Even if they find a way to squeeze this one in. Game number one is going to be going to the Falcons. Chat has them as 91% favorites. And they certainly are heavy favorites. We'll see what Nush and Rw9 can do later in the series. Since the first couple goals, it's been more of an equal back and forth. Of course, it's easy to say that in just about any game, though. Kiileerrz. One last air dribble sent to the ground. Game number one going to the Falcons in the Arm the Rebels Cup. What's the most lopsided prediction you've seen? Oh, it ended up being 86-14. Maybe because I hyped up Nush Rw9 a little bit. But it's pretty tough to get a prediction. It was 98, 9. Well, I mean, this one was a pretty high one. Usually about 95 is about as high as predictions will go before people are like, I'll drop a couple points. Because you can make big bank on the low end side for pretty little cost. So I think what happens is a ton of people just say, I'll drop 1 or 2 points on the humongous payout. It doesn't seem like they're going to do 3v3. In fact, I don't know if this is a leak, but it sounds like they're going back to 1v1 for whatever reason. I think the 2v2s are the play while Salt Mine is live, but I am not Rebellion and I am not Chalkcast. Game number 2. Falcons versus Nush Rw9. Falcons are unafraid to run kickoff strats, and they'll do just that. A Spanish to open up game number 2 as they demo the cheater on the Nush Rw9 team and even get him on the respawn as well. I think Kiileerrz swings around and bumps him again just in case he was going to get the save. Rw9 cheating closely on the next kickoff. Trying to get the ball over to Kiileerrz, who's back to Rw9. Shot on target. Denied. Kiileerrz unwilling to leave Rw9 in a 1v1 against Rw9, which technically could have been a good idea, if you ask me. But maybe they just feel more confident about themselves in 2v2. Nush not going to bring the ball up to Rw9, and instead go low and get himself a goal. What was Kiileerrz up to during this play? Oh, he's just behind the ball. Kiileerrz, a pass over to Rw9 to set him up. Rw9 able to deny the top right. Do Rule 1s not apply in pro play? I would say when they apply, it's only ever when both teams think they have something to gain. Because if you think that a 1v1 is better for your team than a 2v2, then you might as well just stick in the Rule 1 and let your teammate 1v1. Nush is popping off right now. A great setup to himself. Air rolling around the ball to get the volley. and puts it past the Falcons to make 2-1. Rw9. Oh, just a powerful shot on the double jump. A kickoff win from Kiileerrz. Rw9 swinging around in nets and needed to rush out. Wasn't boosting the whole way. And that ends up getting him punished. Now, if of course he boosts the whole way, Rw9 may just place it behind him. But it's a couple kickoff goals. It is that follow-up from Rw9 off kickoff and the Spanish kickoff to open the game for the Falcons. Nush taking this one away from Kiileerrz. Now trying to chase Rw9 down to take away his possession, but unable to. Rw9 just resets in net. Kiileerrz shot denied. And Rw9 just going to lob it the right length of the field. Kiileerrz is not home. Able to get there in time. Just barely, but going to have to play on limited boost now. He was not able to pick anything up. Rw9 does not connect on his bump attempt that would have prevented Kiileerrz from getting the clear. Will stay locked at 2-2, but the Falcons back on offense. The Falcons back on offense. Rw9, not the cleanest air dribble outside his net, but he does leave it off for Nush, who has taken over. And is quick to the ball, but met by Rw9. Rw9 getting forced into rotating deeper than he would have liked to try and survive. As right now, possessions reset. Both teams headed back into their corners. Rw9 quick, though, to challenge. Not going to give a free air dribble, but Nush and Rw9 in the same spot. It seems like the net is probably pretty open, and you think you could tell that they were getting scored on as soon as I believe it was Nush who dove in behind Rw9, putting themselves in the exact same spot on the map. Pretty much something you always want to avoid in 2v2. And the Falcons will take the lead. Hey, if you're a random question, your friend is running his first show match stream this week, duocasting with his friend. Do you have any advice for him? It's an extra modes 1v1 match. Don't sweat it too much. Don't sweat it too much. Have fun. It's a good time. You can go back and watch my first ever match that I casted. I didn't do that good of a job. You'll probably do better than me. But if you're having fun, that's what's noticed. That gets picked up by the people watching, if you ask me. So regardless of how the rest of your commentating you think it went, if you're having fun, chat's having fun, right, chat? Where do I find Feer's first match? Just scroll back to my first YouTube videos. You can go to the YouTube channel and type oldest, or switch the sort to oldest. I think it's like the second video on the channel. What happened with Rw9? A few people are talking about Rw9. Oh, what a shot from Rw9. Nice save by Nush. Rw9 played on YMC, which played in Sub-Saharan Africa RLCS. From Europe, played on high ping. They did it because Sub-Saharan Africa is, a more underdeveloped region, let's say. And so even Europeans on high ping, who are like the most developed region, can compete and can potentially try and steal their land spot, which is what they were trying to do. Unfortunately, they failed in the first and second regional, which meant that the only way that they could steal the spot in the third regional is if they lost a couple games intentionally so that they could eliminate the favorites earlier. So they lost some games intentionally, and that is not allowed. So that resulted in a ban. The community is, I would say, split on how mad to be at the rest of YMC. Some say, don't be mad at all. It's not their fault that the format made it so that the best option for them was to lose intentionally. The format should never encourage you to lose intentionally. This is not where I fall. That's one extreme. The other extreme is these guys are deplorable. Ooh, 0-second goal for the Falcons. The other side is these guys are deplorable and should never play in another game. They're dirty cheaters. I'm not all the way there either. I'm in the spot where it's Should they have done it? No. The integrity of RLCS needs everybody to be trying their best. Did they get banned for a full year? Is that appropriate? Absolutely. Are they demons that should never be allowed to play or ever thought of in a good light ever again? Nah, I don't think so. Game number 3, Falcons versus Nush Riho. A 0-second goal was needed to separate the Falcons and Nush Riho in game number 2. Will they need such heroics, or will they be able to win in regulation? Nush has had a couple nice goals that allowed them to stay competitive there in that game number 2. And Nush is now pre-jumping Kiileerrz. Stopped him from going up the back wall, and then actually was able to fall back down and beat him. Kiileerrz looking to try and clean out any defense, but that means he's unavailable for a potential pass from Rw9. Nush. Nice setup. Great finish from Nush. Riho off the side wall. Nush dropped his air dribble. Kiileerrz just trying to clear it away, but I think he was expecting to be able to get back to the ball first. Maybe trying to put it into space where he could get to, but Riho beats him to it. And Nush is around to get the finish. Nush and Riho will take the lead once again. They had the lead for a decent amount of time in game number 2. And I think they only really relinquished it at 0 seconds, because I want to say they kept pushing it up before it would get tied, push up, tied. And then in the final moments, they got beat. Riho getting pre-jumped by Kiileerrz, so he instead takes a beat and launches the monster flick in an attempt to get over him. Rw9 is already up there as well, and Kiileerrz, look at the speed. This is what he's known for. This is what everybody from MENA is known for, but especially Kiileerrz. He knows how to finish the play. He makes sure to be perfectly around for that ball dropping straight down. Nush, pretty darn optimistic jump off the side wall in hopes that he could get Rw9 there. He's trying to bump Kiileerrz. Riho's big clear, the length of the field, was on target, and if Nush could rush and tap Kiileerrz away from the ball, it would have fallen in for a goal. But Kiileerrz again showing his speed. Now he's just trying to be a little past the outside Nush. Rw9 double. What a save from Nush! Ridiculous save. Nush had Kiileerrz chasing him down. Rw9 even mixed up the timing of his shot, tried to go double in order to get Nush to miss time and miss. And still, Nush was in the right spot, right time, able to make the save, keep his team locked at ones as he tries to bump Rw9 off ball. Kiileerrz again passing in field, and the redirection from Riho. What a shot from Nush and Riho. Kiileerrz, a bit of a mistake as he tries to play keep away from Riho, not recognizing that he is giving the ball over to Nush and allowing Riho to cheat upfield and prepare for the redirect. Nice play from Nush, by the way, to put that on a dime for his teammate. And they want a kickoff goal, but it's not going to happen. Rw9 cleaning up in the first possession. Nush is just floating. If you're ever wondering what Nush is doing, he's picking up 100 boosts and just floating on the map. Kiileerrz, I don't think was faking. I think that was just a miss. In ones, you fake in that situation, but I think you just try and shoot that. If your Kiileerrz in a 2v2, he's again chasing down people on the back wall. But Nush able to dodge it all. And Riho sends the clear away. Kiileerrz now, back wall dribble. Resets, 50, denied. What a save from Nush. Nush having a pop-off kind of day as Riho low 50s and is not able to get the ball out midfield to his teammate for a goal. Nush tried to go for the psycho double out of the corner. Didn't get it. The downside of missing that is you leave the ball in a pretty juicy position for the opposition, but Riho covers it well. And now 2 players have to deny Nush. Oh my goodness, sorry, I had to deny Riho. So Nush goes slow. Look at the play from Nush. Rw9 going to give him the nice one. Nush does not go quick, forces Rw9 off the wall, keeps the ball around, then uses a wave dash and then another fake low 50. Kiileerrz goes flying past on his return. And it is a 3-1 for Nush. Rw9 bumps slightly. Rw9 double is in. Nush has made some miraculous saves, but I guess those are complete. As I think Nush was down here in the corner. I want to watch and see. Oh, he jumped. He jumped for the ball instead of waiting down on the ground. Kiileerrz dunked in the back corner before chaining some dashes. A couple traded demos. Kiileerrz going to lob the ball away. Nush has done a lot when he's been on ball by himself. He got it out ahead, but it's going to be a hard shot. Wait, no, it isn't. Rw9 gets around it and gets a fourth goal. I thought Kiileerrz was going to be able to redirect it, but Rw9 dove in, and Nush is getting a couple key wins. This time he beats Rw9, makes it easy on his teammate, and it might not be a sweep. Chat was saying 100% 3-0 for the Falcons. I was trying to explain that maybe 95-5 or whatever it was before is a little bit high in terms of predictions. 2v2 a little bit more volatile. These guys at least trying to show they got fight in them. Enough to reverse sweep? Hard to say, but every reverse sweep starts with the first game. Tolinar! Thank you for the brand new Prime. Oh, Tolinor. Tolinor. Got it. First try. Thank you for the Prime. 6-2. Turning this game into a bit of a runaway with 40 seconds left to go. Kiileerrz is just gonna he's forfeiting. I mean, that's the only way to explain that open net is he's forfeiting. He just doesn't want to go to a goal replay because surely he scores that if he thinks it matters. Or it was just the biggest open net whiff we've seen in a while. Nush wants to read off the ceiling, doesn't get it, but he's back around to finish it. 7-2. Rw9 and Nush taking game number 3. But did they use up all their goals right now? They might need to spread some of those out in the rest of the series. I bet they can't wait to have some corn after these grueling matches. Oh, you found a way to actually use the corn emote. No wonder we needed that. Rw9 will score the 0-seconder. Staring at an open nets. Game 3 goes to Nush Rw9. Yes, his spirits do seem down. You guys were watching that guy? I mean, listen, I'm sure the more gifted subs you give, the spirits will go up. But my guess is that guy who quit his job recently is probably having a great time. Doesn't necessarily need the spirits to be kept up by, donations of any sort. Also watching the stream, that's the best thing you can do. Sounds like he's trying to make a living out of his stream, and the more audience he has, the happier he'll be. You heard he has a sugar mama. Yeah, he does. Rw9, nice 50 out to Nush. Nush and Rw9 going to take the lead again. So don't donate. Got it. Okay, well, listen. There's a time and place for everything. The Falcons are indeed ahead, up 2-1 in the bracket. Or in the match, I should say. Rw9. No finish on this dribble. As Rw9 and Kiileerrz have pretty much been playing from behind for 3 consecutive games. They did 0-second take the lead in game number 2 in order to steal it back. But then they went straight down in the next game and are now down again as Nush has a great chance to finish this. There's a lot of place on the net. Oh my goodness, what a dunk from Nush. Nush had a chance to score on the initial shot. If he places this well enough, I don't think Kiileerrz has a chance. But Kiileerrz pops it right back up and Nush says, no problem. No problem. I'll just dish it off the backboard and I'll put it in that bottom left corner, which is where I wanted to go in the first place anyways. Rw9 demoed off this kickoff. Rw9 just trying to put it down to the man himself, and he's been so dangerous. You have to trust that he's going to make a play. Rw9 dies. Kiileerrz, waiting in net, is looking for the next Nush redirect that keeps happening. Only, guess what? It's a fake. And the ball will bounce in with a 3-0. I don't think Rw9 and Kiileerrz are trying. Oh, man. You do Nush and Rw9 an injustice. You do Rocket League an injustice if you come into matches where the favorites aren't winning and you just say they aren't trying. Could it be that Nush is playing really well and that we have even more great players like Rw9 and Kiileerrz? Nush and Rw9, that is. Nush, I would say, is MVP for the squad, but he can't do it without Rw9 as well. Ooh, great passing play. Ooh, this is nice from the Twins. Falcons with the slow play in twos. Kiileerrz off to Rw9. Chip back to Kiileerrz. Fake to get Rw9 to miss. And then the flip late to put the Falcons on the board. You do your intelligence an injustice by saying that? Okay, let's just find out if by some way Nush and Rw9 do get a reverse sweep. Never mind. You'll just say they still weren't trying. I actually don't think the Falcons have ever lost. They've only either wanted to win or aren't trying. Ones in chat, if you've also never lost, you either wanted to win or you weren't trying. Oh, okay. Wait a second. I get it. Yeah. No, of course. It makes so much sense now. Nush. In the attacking corner. Running out of boost. Force Kiileerrz up. Kiileerrz trying to get the dunk. Great save from Nush. And a follow-up 50 as well. Actually going to clear this ball out. Rw9 on very little boost, but so is the defender. Still his volley shot denied. Nush trying to pass out to a teammate. Rw9 will dunk it in. And it's 4-1. If the Falcons are not trying, it's time to start trying here soon. Because Nush and Rw9 are running up the scoreline yet again here in this game number 4. Oh, you were saying that to whoever made the initial comment. Okay, I don't blame you. I wasn't sure who made the initial comment. The Twins are like Dash and Incredibles. If they win every tournament, they would blow their cover. So they're only allowed to get seconds. Oh, wait, is that what the Falcons are doing? Is that why the Falcons keep just making it to the grand finals, but not quite finishing it off? It's all a ploy. They could win it if they want to, but then everyone would be keyed in that they're superheroes. Nush alone against Rw9. Tough position to be in a 1v1. And especially, you do not want to try and get those 50s coming out from Rw9. But he needed to buy a ton of time. I think he knew Rw9 was going to be of no help. Not just because he missed a midfield challenge and was gone, not for any other reason. So he knew he's got to get a full save by himself and maybe play slow to buy him even more time. But I would argue Rw9 was not going to make it back. Make a save at any cost. Either way, Nush and Rw9 are the ones up 4-2, not me, as they have a defensive passing play to get it clear. Rw9 going to go for the Diaz challenge off the back wall. Has the reset shot. The double is in! And Kiileerrz is able to finish it. Rw9 will pass the Diaz challenge here in 2v2, as Rw9 was basically testing Rw9 to see if he could finish off that play. Might have no choice but to let him go for it on the low boost. Kiileerrz kickoff goal! They started trying. Oh no. They've started to try. Nush apologizing because he went for a wave dash kickoff, or he went no jump on the kickoff and just let the ball get completely dunked over the top of him. Definitely a big mistake. Rw9 putting the ball in the corner. Off this kickoff, Nush going to deny the Rw9 clear in midfield. Has a reset. Is going to elect to use it. Rw9 chasing down. Gets a demo in the process of shooting. And gets another demo. So now it's Nush versus Rw9. And he is just going to boom the ball directly. Get another demo. Kiileerrz is refusing to be allowed to play in this game, or I should say Nush and Rw are not allowing him to play, but it doesn't matter. You got Rw9 is still in the game. Rw9 is still around. And now Nush, oh, he actually got bumped by Rw9, like boxed out as he tried to flip over the top of him. That was interesting. The Falcons up 5-4. They have indeed started to try. Which is too bad. They can basically make the scoreline whatever they want, as we've established. Somehow they convinced Nush to not jump on the kickoff too. That was crazy. How they were able to do that is beyond me. Rw, wave dash fake, down to the ground. Hook shots is denied. Nush gonna have to go to the length of the field on 0 seconds. It's not gonna be easy. Rw9 sticking around to challenge, take the ball away. The Falcons will win 3-1. They steal this game number 4 away and advance in the Arm the Rebels Cup.